Good morning, how you doing? Yes, of course it's crispy, very close to the sea. Um, it is Friday, yabba dabba doo, Friday the 26th of June, just coming up to about 8 o'clock in the morning. Absolutely glorious morning, as it has been for the past 3 or 4 days. Yeah, and I'm standing at the bottom of the Portman Ravine zigzag. And as I've taken you for a walk up and down a few of the other zigzags along this 10-mile stretch of beautiful sand from Henglesby Head to Sandbanks, I thought I'd take you for a walk up this one this morning. Oh, it's good to get out early before all the crazy people start coming down onto the beach. The whole world seems to descend on Bournemouth every year. As soon as the sun comes out, that's it. Everyone's jumping on the trains, maybe even on the planes. Even on the planes, coming down the M3, coming from all over the place to come and enjoy themselves on the beach. As you can see, whoops, I am. Whoops, got to be careful. That's why using this camera really helps. Walking backwards, um, I'm celebrating. Nothing can dampen my spirits, even the hordes of people and all the rubbish that is strewn along this beach. Nothing is going to dampen my spirits because my knees are feeling great and I feel like Tigger. Yeah. So this insane walking backwards up the zigzags has worked. It's obviously not only this, I have also got a exercise regime when I get back of different kinds of stretching and anything that any exercises that strengthen their legs. But just look at how beautiful this is this morning. Oh, yeah, Portman Ravine. It's absolutely amazing to think that all of these zigzags were all built over 100 years, maybe 100 years, 150, 200 years ago, and they are all built by hand, more likely it's just horses or donkeys and carts. Yeah, no JCBs, but no, I don't think a new one or a single new one has been built. Well, I've been here 30 years now, since the 90s, and I haven't seen a new one built. So yeah, you can see all this amazing stonework on all of them. I think it must all come over from Portland stone. Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy, isn't it? That we could have built this all by hand. Just hard-working Englishmen out in the midday sun, grafting and building. And the whole of our country is like that. It's amazing to think, you know, all these houses that we see that are built everywhere, all these towns and cities that were all built all those years ago by our forefathers working and grafting with no engines or anything, and we managed to create all these wonderful cities. And now, to get anything built, even though we're supposed to be building, oh, they're beautiful, even though we're supposed to be building a million new homes a year, nothing's getting built, which leads me on to I say nothing's dampening my spirits, but something did a little bit this week. I got a planned decision notice come back from an HMO that I've got. It's a 7-bed HMO, and I've just tried to stick an extra room in it. Basically, the building's already built. At the back of the at the back of the great big 7-bedroom Victorian semi-detached house, I built a properly built brick construction annex. It's about 4.5 meters wide by 3 meters deep, and it's got a bathroom in and everything. And I built that to use when I first came down from London, and I used it as my office there because I actually lived in the house for a while. I'll turn around for a minute, it's getting a bit difficult. Yeah, so put in planning just to get this one extra person into the HMO. And if anybody has followed any of my posts or blogs, they wanted me to put a bike store that would take up the whole of the car park in the front and a bin store. Anyway, agreed to do everything, put all the plans in, spent about £4,000 or £5,000 with all the applications and having all the plans drawn, sent it in, and of course it's come back. No. I mean, I was only really doing it because the mortgages have all doubled, obviously the interest rates have all doubled, so you need to get in a little bit extra money. And what with the taxation and everything, the house isn't making the money it used to. So it's really more just to cover costs and to use the room up, because I no longer use it. It's just sat there storing old beds and old bits of furniture. But no, the impact, too much of an impact on the area. The impact on oh, and it's there's so many things have changed over the past 50 years of me being in the sort of property business. I haven't done a lot of planning applications over the past 5 years, so I'm quite behind. But all these new regulations and bylaws and basically they just don't. It's madness. They don't want you. One room, and it goes on about. It talks about the New Forest, 13 miles away or something. The New Forest, how it's going to impact. I don't know, the Greenlands and so yeah. But I'm not even going to let that. Not even going to let that. All that wasted money, all that time. I'm not even going to let that dampen my spirits, because I'm feeling good, which is more important than anything. And what I have learnt is to separate things. Morning.
Hi.
What I have learnt over time, it's just work. That's work. It's just work. I mean, when you are self-employed, your work does actually become you to a certain extent, because you're always at work, and it's very hard to separate the two. But I have learnt when I get some negative feedback or negative problems, it's just work. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's just work. And if everything else is going good, apart from all my medical problems, but yeah, they're not hurting at the moment. Nothing's actually hurting at the moment, and my knees are great. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll all be all right now, because we'll be having a new Prime Minister. Do you feeling very confident now? Oh dear. Anyway, yes, we've made it to the top of the ZIG, and now we're in sort of Boscombe Overcliff, but more really Southbourne, and this is the area that is banging at the moment, and they're knocking down all the old buildings that were built 200, 150 years ago, and putting up all these amazing properties with all the glass and everything. It makes me feel like going back into the glass business. Anybody who knows me from the old days, that was one of my games that I was in for nearly 20 years. And the glass business, yeah. And there's glass everywhere here. big money, Glass. Yeah, big money. 100 grand a week at one stage, employing 50 people, nearly 50 people anyway. Yeah, factories all over England. Yeah, I even got invited to go to Russia. And Buckingham Palace. Yeah. Even measured up some windows for Buckingham Palace. I didn't get the job because maybe I was too expensive. I used to use it in my advertising campaign. The Queen can't afford it, but you can. Oh dear. White gold, that's what they call it. Yeah. And there's a few pubs and restaurants along here. Yeah. We go to the Spyglass and Kettle, which is quite nice. It's quite a local bar. But this is the Riviera bar and cafe. It's not open yet. A privately owned cafe, not open yet. More likely can't get any staff, or they don't want to employ any more staff, because anybody now who owns a business are reducing their staff because of the costs. And I think if I was to start a business now, I would look for a business which didn't need any staff, and that's why everybody today is sitting in their bedroom trying to be influencers and make money without employing anyone. And now we've done around the top, and now we're at the, you know what I was saying about on my blogs, the shortest cliff lift in the world. Here it is. This is the top of it. The Fisherman's Walk cliff lift. What they £2.45 to go down. What's that? For a group, £7.80. You're out for a giraffe. £47 for a season ticket to go there. Oh dear. Yeah, there's the Commodore. The Commodore. And you get cheap fish and chips there. Not my favourite. I say, yeah, the Spyglass and Kessel. We do go there quite a lot, where you get a decent meal for a reasonable price. And yeah, absolutely fabulous. Wow. Mum, can I have 2p? That's what it used to be, wasn't it? It was a penny. I bet it's £1 now. Oh yeah, so we're off down Fisherman's Walk ZIG now, which hasn't got much of a whole, hasn't got a zigzag. It's just got, I think it's just got the one ZIG and then a ZAG. Oh, yeah. But how are you feeling? You've been enjoying this extreme weather? I shared a post that got some traction the other day, that back in 1976, this was it when everyone talks about it being the hottest summer of all time. 1976, I was 17, and I'd spent the beginning of the summer holidays over there in the Isle of Wight as a waiter. I think maybe at the Shanklin Hotel, and then left there and come back to South London, and I was working as a ground worker at laying crazy paving in a big in and out drive in South London. And yes, it was hot, and I got extremely burnt. I remember that, and I do actually remember having to carry one of those big sort of umbrellas around while I was doing the pointing, because my back all got blistered. But people were saying, yeah, it's hotter now than it was then, but they weren't even alive then. And it's just me moaning that while we were out to dinner on Wednesday in the New Forest, the waitress said, sorry for the delay, but we have short staff because one of our staff has had to go home because she's had a phone call from the school that the school had closed. So she's had to leave work and go home and pick her kids up. And that basically has happened all over the country. About 1,000 schools had closed due to the weather. due to the weather. And all I was trying to say is that if we don't teach our kids to be resilient as the weather changes, we all know that the sun is hot, and if you sit in the sun, you are going to get burnt. So all they need to do is to sit in the coolest room in a school and drink water, keep hydrated, and they would learn something. As we all know, you get burnt if you sit in the sun. If you jump into a fast-running river, there's a chance you might drown. If you jump into the middle of the road, you might get run over. But unless you get taught these things, one day in the future you hadn't learnt, and then one day you might get burnt, drowned, or run over. Anyway, that was a nice walk, wasn't it? We are now at the bottom of Fisherman's Walk cliff lift, and everybody is getting changed after having their morning dip, or whatever you're doing out there. However warm or cold or hot or whatever, it's just weather. There's no such thing as bad or good weather, just inappropriate clothing. Have an amazing day. Be safe. See you soon.